Reading from the Science of Mind Daily Guides. These are for February, of course, 2024. In our service this morning, Reverend Jesse asked me to mention that these were the readings for this month, and also just mention the fact that I will be going live with them on our Facebook page somewhere around about 5 o'clock. Well, it's probably nearer 5 o'clock Mountain Time than it is Central Time. Anyway, this is a continuation of that series, and it will be continuing the whole month. My name is David. I'm a minister at Creative Life Spiritual Center. We do 2 readings every day. One is from the Science of Mind magazine by myself, and the other one in the morning at 9 o'clock is from Reverend Lisa Ryan, who is an assistant minister like myself at Creative Life Spiritual Center, and she reads from a different series of books. Today's reading is called Flagpole Co-Conspiracy, and the quote is from James Tyson, who was the guy, well, you'll see in a minute anyway. White supremacy and racism are perpetuated by white people, so the only way it's really going to end is if we end it. We can't expect black people to end racism. As I said, that was James Tyson, who was involved in the flagpole incident. More about that in a minute. Ernest Holmes, speaking in general terms really about humanity in the Science of Mind textbook on page 106, says, whatever is true of the universe as a whole must also be true of the individual as some part of this whole. Humans evolved from the universe as self-conscious thinking centers of living spirit, God if you like. And as such, we must, in our nature and being, reproduce the universe. Hold on 1 second. When you have cats, you have to do things that sometimes you don't like doing, for instance, stopping the broadcast. Anyway, to continue, Reverend Andriette says, James Tyson, the white man who helped Bree Newsom, said he felt called to be something bigger than myself, quote unquote. This is exactly how he evolved from advocate to co-conspirator and went on to help Newsom over the fence and, upon her descent from the flagpole, stood with her and was arrested alongside her. He committed to something bigger than himself and fulfilled his intention to be a demonstration of what and how white people are called to be and do in support of eradicating racism. We never have the conversations we need to have, Tyson said, which is about racism in America. The reason I felt compelled to get involved with this is because racism in America is perpetuated by white people. Being an informed white person, I feel like I have a moral obligation to try to dismantle it. Racism, inequality, and injustice form our nation's dark shadow. This is ours to eradicate. We need co-conspirators, people who tap into their divine discomfort and engage their moral obligation to prepare themselves, take a stance, get involved, and do the work required. They knowingly take necessary risks and move outside their comfort and safety zones. With Tyson, we see and are grateful for his intention and commitment to the greater good. He empowers us to challenge our fears, have the hard conversations, and harness the courage to do what is morally right. And this is one example of someone getting involved to try and dismantle what is systemic. See, the problem with racism, as has been pointed out to me in education that I've had, is that it isn't really just like one person being a racist. It's about the fact that it's built into the system. And the only way I think we'll ever change it is to change the system. We can do it in lots of different ways. James Tyson, he got involved directly. You can also do it directly and indirectly, kind of at the same time. You can vote with your conscience. So if you see someone who's running for office who is clearly racist or clearly heading in that direction, then I think you have a moral obligation not to vote for them. However good their other issues may be, if they're perpetuating racism, then we don't vote for them. And when I vote, and I vote every year, I choose the people who I think best represent how I feel from a moral standpoint, right across the field. So I may disagree with them on some issues, but if they have got a good moral basis, then I vote for them. And that's one way I do it. The other way is, as I said, by being a member of the Soul Session. And the other way is by reading this out and putting it on my Facebook page, because I know there's people out there who are going to totally disagree with what I say, but that's okay. It really is. Somebody once said, what you think about me is none of my business. And that's perfectly true, because people's opinions form in here and they don't form out there. They form in their heads. We're always given an affirmation each day, and that's, I'm a perfect and active demonstration of living spirit. I am a perfect and active demonstration of living spirit. That's really all I've got to say, except to say, if you like our readings, either mine now or the one that you can tune into tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Central Time by Reverend Lisa Ryan, then pass it on to somebody else. If you attend our services, you attend our classes, and you like what we say and what we do, please pass it on. Don't just benefit yourself, help somebody else to benefit too. So that is all I'm going to say for today. I may have some more comments tomorrow. I don't know. I have not pre-read, deliberately not pre-read ahead more than one day in advance. So I don't know what tomorrow's going to say, but when I read it, then I'll make my mind up. Do I say something or not? My comments right now this month are fairly minor. I'm not going into any detailed explanations of what I think, because I think what Dr. Andriette writes is fairly clear. I think it's clear, it's to the point, and doesn't need really much unpacking by me. So until next time, take care of yourselves. Really take care of yourselves, because you can't take care of someone else if you do not take care of yourself. So until next time, namaste, au revoir.